An old man pointed a rifle at a boy, forcing him to take off his clothes. The boy was confused, but seeing the gun aimed at him, he had no choice but to comply and removed his shirt. However, the old man wasn't satisfied and fired a shot at the ground near the boy's feet. The boy was forced to keep stripping until he was down to just his underwear. Then the old man told him to stop and pointed in a direction, gesturing for the boy to walk into the desert. The boy had only taken a few steps when he felt his body growing heavy. He wanted to resist, but with the rifle pointed at his back, he could only keep going. The temperature was a scorching 150 degrees Fahrenheit, and his body was being burned by the sun. To survive, he didn't dare stop for a moment. The old man watched the boy walking farther and farther away, a sinister smile spreading across his face. He wanted the boy to die of thirst in the desert. However, the old man didn't know that this seemingly aimless boy had actually been planning from the very beginning. This was thanks to his childhood memories. He knew there was a small cabin nearby, so he ran desperately toward it. The old man sensed something was off, but he thought the boy was just struggling to survive. However, he was soon stunned. When he looked for the boy again, the boy had vanished into the wilderness. The old man immediately drove after him. Fortunately, the boy found a cave. He quickly pushed aside a rock and crawled inside. Just as he was about to block the entrance, he heard the sound of a car engine. He frantically picked up his pace, and finally, 1 second before the old man arrived, he successfully blocked the entrance. But the danger wasn't over. The old man noticed smoke coming from the cave opening, so he stood guard there with his rifle, certain the boy would have to come out eventually. But he didn't know there was a hidden chamber inside the cave. The boy was desperately thirsty, but his canteen was empty. Suddenly, he spotted some boots on the ground, so he endured the pain and put them on his feet. Then he walked to the wall and took down a hanging map. Behind the map was a photo of him and his grandfather. The boy felt deep regret and vowed to send the old man to hell. Just then, a gust of wind blew the photo, and he noticed a shadow outside the door. The boy quickly put away the map and hid. The person who came was the old man who had found the entrance. He was holding his weapon and approaching step by step into the cave. In this critical moment, the boy managed to hide in a small hole in the wall before the old man discovered him. Unfortunately, the old man caught sight of the closing movement. The old man pretended not to hear anything and quietly tossed 2 sticks of dynamite toward the cave opening. Then, he grabbed the box of explosives and ran out. After hearing the commotion, the boy quickly opened the wooden cover and tried to stomp out the fuse with his foot, but it was useless. The boy used every ounce of strength to run out of the cave. The entire cave collapsed. The old man was absolutely stunned. The boy was still alive. He even burst out laughing.